Alright, yo, what's good everybody? So today's video I'm going to be giving you guys a movement guide for BO7. I've gotten pretty much the entire movement system down and I want to give you guys the best guide possible where I only talk about useful information. So I'm not going to be covering the basic stuff that I'm pretty sure all of you guys know how to do if you're watching me. Now if you don't know how to do these things like ledge diving, bunny hopping, and all those other things, I have a movement guide on my channel. I know it's a BO6 movement guide, but as long as we have Omni movement, it's going to work in the game. The movement is pretty much the same as BO6, we just have wall jumping, so everything from that video still applies. So you guys don't have the basic things, then go watch that video. It's in the pinned comment, so just hit the pinned comment or just go to my channel or search up NV movement guide and you'll pretty much see it there. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. Okay, real quick, we need to talk about perks, because your perks matter so much in this game. Dexterity is a must-have. We have tack stance back, meaning when you slide or wall jump, you're going to be in tack stance, which I doubt most of you guys want to be in tack stance. So run dexterity, you get to ADS while you wall jump and slide. Don't run tack sprint, it's multiplayer, you don't really need tack sprint, and also tack sprint, you're going to be moving around the map a lot slower compared to just normal sprinting because your normal sprint speed is reduced and this is not infinite tack sprint. There's no infinite tack sprint. For perk 1, I run lightweight just because lightweight gives you an increase in your movement speed. So you run faster, you jump, slide, and dive further, and you recover from sliding and diving a lot faster, so it's just a great perk to be aggressive with and do movement with. Perk 2 doesn't matter that much. I'd either say Fast Hands, Vigilance, or Hunter's Instinct. If you're going for a nuke, then I'd probably run Looper, but that's about it. For perk Greed, I run Ninja for Quiet Footsteps, but if I'm playing a Respawn, I'll just run Ghost, because in Respawn, literally everyone has a UAV every second of the game. I don't know what it is this game, but everyone has a UAV constantly. For your tactical, Stim is non-negotiable. Stims are just so good in this game. So with stims, you can overclock your stims and you finally are able to get a speed boost from a stim in multiplayer, and it's so noticeable. You can just get out of situations you don't want to be in. You can just take cameras. It's just such a good tactical to run. So make sure you use your stim and get stim kills to level it up and get it to max level to use the speed boost. Lethal doesn't matter an insane amount. I would not run the combat axe unless you overclock it. The combat axe is just so bad without overclock, so I'll just run the Sentex. Field upgrade, just run the active camo. I run improved electronics. You can run recloak, but I prefer an increased duration more than anything and a faster charge time because this thing takes forever to charge. But yeah, active camo just makes getting clips a lot easier. You can really just get in their spawn if you're playing respawn or just get to where you want to be in search and destroy. I'm not going to give you like class setups for every single weapon in the game. However, I do want you to note, if you want the best movement speed, run whatever stock gives you movement speed as well as strafing speed. So there's one stock for every gun that does this. It'll give you movement and strafing speed. So I'd recommend running this over every other stock in the game. However, there is one thing that is universal across the majority of the guns, and that is the quick step foregrip. With this one, it's kind of like the Jack Slasher. You get increased movement speed, you get sprint movement speed, you get hipfire movement speed, and you get aim walking speed. This by far is the best thing to run on any gun if you can. Keep in mind though, not every gun can run that. As you see, the Dravik doesn't have an underbarrel, so you can't run it on the Dravik. I just have the stock on. But yeah, that's just something you do want to keep in mind. Okay, so one common issue that's going to happen a lot is you're going to mantle a lot of things that you don't mean to mantle. For example, right here, I see a lot of people try like to wall jump this, but they end up mantling like that instead. So first things first is your settings matter a lot. So in your movement settings, first things first, make sure you have mantle assist off. And then go down here to advanced movement settings and then turn off grounded mantle. It also will turn off airborne automatic mantle. So with those off, instead of mantling this, what you're going to do is you're going to wall jump it every single time, just like that. Boom, see, I'm literally not mantling this thing a single time. I can still mantle it if I want to, however, I'm just wall jumping it. Because it's really easy to mantle smaller objects too that you can actually wall jump. Like some people might mantle this on accident thinking they can wall jump it, but you can wall jump this, as you can see. but it's really easy to mantle. Okay, now the next thing I want to show you guys is ADS mantling. So there are some things you have to mantle, like windows and stuff like that, that's kind of like unavoidable. Now for these, you obviously don't want to do the mantle animation because if someone's in here, then you're going to be dead. So that's where mantle canceling comes in. Or basically you can just cancel the entire mantle animation. So instead of doing this, you're going to ADS while you're in the air, about to mantle it, and then boom. Now obviously I don't have dexterity on, so I'm going to attack stance, but if you have dexterity on, you're ADS the entire time. Meaning if someone's up here, you can literally cancel that entire animation and still shoot while you're mantling. So just like that. Again, all you do is ADS while you're in the air. So wall jump and immediately ADS and mantle. You can do this on pretty much anything, like right there. Now, if it's a short mantle like this, for example, you can stay ADS the entire time. You never go to attack stance. However, if it's like a bit of a bigger mantle, then you kind of will go to attack stance. But short mantle, you stay ADS the entire time, pretty much. Now, for the wall jumps themselves, you can wall jump off of a lot of things. Like, for example, you can wall jump off of this. And just a lot of things you can just wall jump off of, and it's kind of crazy. You can even wall jump off this little pole right here. So the main uses for wall jumping are A, you should be using these to reach out. So for example, let's just say someone's chasing you up these stairs and you want to reach out them, you can straight up just reach out them with a wall jump. And it just adds a lot of unexpectedness because you can either hop out, you can slide out, and now you can literally wall jump out. Not to mention you can mix wall jumping up with other different movements as well. So I can hit like a wall jump into a slide cancel into a drop shot, just like that. Or I can just hit a wall jump, slide, snake. And you also want to use wall jump to reposition. So obviously you want to like get out of a bad situation, you can just reposition with a wall jump like that. A lot of people don't know this, but wall jumping does not depend on the angle you come at the wall. So I've been seeing some people like say like the wall jump kind of depends on the angle you're coming at it. And I want to say that's completely false. You can come at it in any angle. What determines the direction you go is the way your camera's looking. So if I walk this way but I look that way, I'm going to wall jump backwards, watch. So it kind of just depends the way like your camera's angled. So for example right here again, I'm gonna go backwards just like that. And this is a great way to catch people off guard. If someone's again like running at you, you can like 180 and literally just like catch them so off guard. Especially since most people are kind of just using wall jumps like to just get away from people. Going from a, you know, wall jump backwards to chow somebody, it's gonna throw them off so much, and you will win so many gunfights doing that. So yeah, just remember your camera angle determines the wall jump. And this is probably the one Call of Duty where I would kind of recommend turning up your sense, just like in the jetpack games, how you'd always raise your sense on jetpack games. I'd recommend slightly raising your sense just a little bit, not by an insane amount, just enough to freaking turn fast enough to change your direction. If you can't do a 180 while you're jumping like that, then you probably need to up your sense. Now there are certain things like this pole and like a few other certain smaller objects where you can get 2 wall jumps out of. You want to look straight at it and look down, and you'll be able to wall jump off of it twice. Because if you don't do it properly, you're not going to be able to wall jump off it twice. If you get a jump like that, like a fatigue jump, then you've done it correctly. So basically look down, look straight at it, and you have to basically just hit the jump. Don't look down too far because you're going to launch yourself, but kind of like that, and then boom, look another direction and you'll launch yourself that way. You can also use wall jumps to kind of like snake or shoulder. For example, someone's like right there with those trash cans right there. You don't want to climb up it. You can just do that. And you can even get solid shots in if you have dexterity. Just like that. And on their screen, it looks like absolutely insane. They're basically just not going to be able to see you. They'll see your name for a few seconds, and then that's about it. And the thing that makes this better than like shouldering or snaking is you get shots the entire time. With shouldering, you have to stop and shoot and then go in. And then for snaking, you have to snake, shoot, then go back to snaking. With this, you're in the motion constantly. I can shoot while going back to cover. It's more broken than snaking and shouldering pretty much for offensive plays. Okay, so with the wall jumping, you can chain in other motions with it again. Like for example, slides. So you can go from a wall jump to a slide to a drop shot. Okay, so I'm just voicing this over because I kind of messed it up the first time explaining it, but basically you can cancel the wall jump fatigue. So if you jump on the wall more than once, you get a fatigue. So I'm gonna show you guys how to cancel it. Basically, when you do a wall jump on something and then jump on the wall again, just like that. So you want to try to jump on something or even just slide on something that's close by to a wall. That way it resets your fatigue. If you do a non-wall jump move, then you don't get the fatigue pretty much. Okay, so that's going to cover it for the BO7 movement guide. I know it was mainly focused on like the wall jumping and stuff like that, but there's really not much else that's new. It's literally the BO6 movement, just literally with wall jumps now. It's nothing else to it. We can still slide different directions. We still have the diving. We still have, all that other stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I have found in the game. If I find anything else, I'll be sure to post it on like shorts or something like that. But be sure to like and subscribe if the video helped you guys out, or just comment in the comments that this video helped you out or you learned something. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you all have a good day, and I love y'all.
I don't got nobody just with you right now. Tell the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can us lose and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody's a body like you do. I can't lose when I'm with you. I can't just lose and miss the moment. You just too important. Nobody do body like you do. You do. In the drop top ride with you, I feel like Scarface. Like that white bitch with the bob, I'll be your main one. This takes this argument back up to my place. Sex remind you I'm not violent, I'm your day one. We had to, yeah. It was magic, yeah. Magic grabs you, yeah. Nasty habits take a hold when you're dying.